Good morning, friends. As you all know, I'm currently on my adult gap year, and like most of you guys, my mom is also wondering what I do in a typical work day. Do I work? Do I play? Do I just sip coffee for 5 hours at a coffee shop? According to the New York Post, I am just a burned out millennial or Gen Z looking for a little vacation. So what do I actually do in a day? So to clear up speculations from my mom and also the New York Post, and also to give you guys a little insight into what I do as a self-employed solopreneur trying to build out her dream tech tool while also juggling being a full-time content creator and part-time grad student, I thought that I will film this video for you all today. That was a very passive-aggressive intro. I apologize. But today I will walk you all through what a day in my work life looks like. So let's just get started with the video. Okay, first things first, writing out my to-dos. There's always so much going on, so if I don't write it all down, I'm completely all over the place. Usually I split my days into content days and startup days. I don't have a traditional 9 to 5, obviously, but I still try to put in a solid 8 to 10 hours of concentrated active work a day. I just get to decide what that work is and when I put in those hours. On a content day, those hours go to filming, scripting, and editing across all of my platforms. On a startup day, I spend the workday on, you guessed it, startup work. Right now, I'm the whole team. I'm the product manager, the designer, the engineer, the data scientist, and the sales rep. So 1 hour, I'm writing the PRD for the next phase. The next, I'm trying to figure out the UI for a new feature. Then I'm trying to fix a bug, and then I'm mapping out database tables, and then I'll switch gears completely and send cold emails to potential clients. It's a lot of hats. Most days, it's genuinely my favorite thing, but some days, my brain is fully fried by 2 p.m. And then after hours is some mix of creator events, seeing friends, and grad school classes. So I've been talking about building this tech tool for a while now, and it's only natural that you all are curious as to what it is. I don't want to give away too much, but it is in the creator economy. This is actually my third attempt at a startup in this space. The first one was 4 years ago. I actually pitched to another fellow content creator and I was like, let's do this thing together. I wrote up a whole PRD and everything, hopped on a call with this person and really tried to get them on board. But honestly, at the end of the day, it died because I personally didn't even really believe that it was feasible to build. The second iteration was 2 years ago. I hired a designer and I paid them a good amount of money for being self-funded for them to build me a prototype of what this app would potentially look like. And then I used that prototype, built out a deck, and started pitching. I was pitching for a little bit, not like a super long time, and I was trying to get intros through friends of friends. I ended up getting an intro to someone who actually went through YCOM. And so I pitched them my idea and they actually didn't hate it, but they told me that it needed a lot of polishing. They were actually so supportive. They told me that currently at this state, they would not give me the stamp of referral, but I should meet with them every single month and show them my progress. And when it's at a good place, they will give me that recommendation, which is like, looking back at it, I'm just so thankful that I even had someone that supported me like that at that time. So that was really good feedback. And I was like, okay, great. Like I'm gonna grind on this thing. But then shortly after I got a job. And then this job actually paid me like real money. So there was just a lot going on in life, and somehow that iteration and that idea just took a backseat. So 2 years later, we are currently here. This startup is basically a combination of the first two, and I really, really believe in this idea, and I really hope that it works and that it's successful. Sorry, I went off on a tangent there. So what is the tool, Julia? The tool is something that helps creators and talent managers manage their inbox. It's called Ataché, and an attaché is basically someone who is your right-hand person who handles all of the important stuff for you. So that felt like the perfect name for this tool because it does help you do things on your behalf inside your inbox. Here's a little sneak peek of what it looks like. As a founder in this space, I've always tried to build for creators as a creator. And this is how Ataché started off as well. But then I had a really good conversation with someone who runs an agency, and I showed them this tool, and they told me that this is something that their talent managers would find extremely helpful, since a lot of talent managers spend a lot of their time just managing their talents' inboxes. A tool like this would be extremely helpful for them to free up their time so that they can focus on what they actually really want to do, which is help their creators with outbound and strategy. So at this point, I still am building for the creator, but on top of that, I'm building for agencies and talent managers as well. But the end goal is definitely to help the creator. So that's a little tidbit on what I've been building. If you are a creator or a talent manager or an agency and you're interested in learning more about the tool, I'll have a link down below where you can fill out, and maybe we can set up some time to chat. As you know, I am a data scientist, and even though I have an undergraduate degree in computer science, I've actually never deployed production level code before. So you're probably wondering, Julia, how in the world are you building this by yourself? Good question. And the answer is that I'm not building it by myself. I'm building it with Claude. And I'd like to thank Claude for sponsoring this portion of today's video. I've said previously in a different video that I've never felt so enabled to build as a solo founder at this current period of time. And a huge part of that is because of Claude. Since the first iteration of this product, it's been my main thinking partner. And what I've realized using it over time is that it doesn't just build for me, it builds with me. Early on, I asked it, I want to build a tool to help QA my code fast. Do I build a skill or do I write a script? And instead of just picking one, it walked me through all of the different trade-offs. We figured out the answer together before writing a single line of code. It also pushes back on me, which I definitely mean because I get impatient. The other day, I tried to run this huge prompt that builds a lot of features all at once, and it pushed back. Told me I'd regret within an hour and explained to me why bundling all these different phases would break the build, and it was right. And honestly, the conversations that I have with it aren't all technical. The other week, I was really nervous before a client call, and I asked it for advice if I should reschedule the call. It didn't just validate me, it pushed back, asked what I was actually afraid of, and helped me realize that rescheduling was actually the wrong move. You don't want a machine that just gives you answers, you want a thought partner. Someone who questions your decisions and pushes back instead of just always agreeing, and Claude is just that. If you want to try out Claude for yourself, make sure to click the link down below in my description box. I always stuff my burritos a little too much, so let's see how it cuts. I hope that it doesn't explode. Oh, okay. Wow. It's fallen apart a little bit, but been obsessed with making smoothies these days, especially this one. So this has one frozen banana, and then I also add some spinach, a drizzle of honey, oat milk, collagen powder, and also peanut butter. I add like, honestly, probably a little bit too much peanut butter. I need to chill on that, but I love peanut butter, and maybe that's why it tastes so good. Anyways, I am currently getting ready because I have an event to attend tonight. So obviously, as you all know, outside of currently building my startup, I am also a creator. These days, I also just have a lot more flexibility to attend events. Like the other day, I went to a master class from like 2 to 5 p.m., which usually I would have never been able to do because I worked a 9 to 5. But since now I work for myself and I have flexibility, I can just do whatever I want as long as I get my work done. But at the same time, because I do work for myself, I have to hold myself accountable. So if I choose to go to an event for 3 hours during my work day, then I will have to just make that up later throughout the day. So I end up just coming home and working until very late at night. I've been really liking putting bronzer as blush. So I have the first layer of like this light baby pink blush, and then on top I coat it with a little bit of bronzer. This is the Sun-Kissed Healthy Glow Powder from Clarins. Sometimes I can't do get readies with me because I just yap too much. Like I've been filming for 30 minutes at this point, and I feel like I'm only going to cut it so that I talk for like 2 to 3 minutes. There's like so much things that I'm gonna cut out. I don't even know why I'm talking right now. I talk so much, I haven't even finished my smoothie.
Alexis is the biggest Nick Jonas fan. She's hyperventilating. Stop. Wait, we thought he was gonna be over there. She left me.
How y'all doing?
I just left the event. There's also a Knicks game going on tonight, and I told my friends that I wouldn't be able to make it because I have an event and then I have to go home for a class. But the event ended a little early and they are actually nearby, so I'm just gonna walk for like 10 minutes and I'm gonna meet up with them. Oh no, I think there's a line. A fail. I was literally standing like right there. I forgot to show you guys the fit. This is the fit featuring New York City trash. Okay, I've made it back home. It is 9:27, so just in the nick of time for class. Do people still say that? In the nick of time. I sound old.
Provide a lot of information, and I'm going to have a very big article. We discuss the possibility of, hey, you
Oops. Damn, I have a headache and my abs really hurt. Boo. Whew. It is almost midnight. I took another quick shower, washed my face. Now I am doing my skincare and I'm going to go to bed after this. I've definitely been trying to sleep earlier these days. I've realized that as I age and get older, I just need more and also better sleep. Honestly, I still struggle with it a lot because even though sometimes I place myself in bed around midnight, my brain is still so active that I can't actually fall asleep. I say all of that, but in all honesty, I really still just average around like 6.5 hours of sleep. Sometimes I get 7 hours, which I think in my books is pretty good. I noticed a huge difference in my skin ever since I started using eye cream. This is my current favorite. It's the Premier Crew from Caudalie. But last year when I went to Korea, I got a skin analysis done and they told me that I really needed to put on some freaking eye cream. I honestly thought eye cream and moisturizer were just the same thing. Have to make sure my Oura Ring's on because I really do like tracking my sleep. And last thing, vitamins. This is magnesium. It helps with sleep and recovery, so potentially you'd get better sleep and you'd feel a little bit more relaxed before bed. It also is supposed to help with muscle recovery. I take 2 right before I go to bed. Okay, I'm gonna go brush my teeth and try to go to sleep. So I'm gonna end the video here. If you've watched all the way until the end, thank you so much for joining me on a work day in my life. I hope that after this video, you have a better understanding of what my typical day-to-day looks like. I also hope my mom watches this video so she can stop asking me what I do every single day. Please make sure to comment, like, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye-bye.